Hey, welcome to the Steampunk capital of the world. Here in Oamaru. I've got no idea what steampunk means, but it could mean anything. That's the idea of steampunk. German bakery, pies, 2 for 1 on Tuesdays. Can't beat it.
They got donuts in here. Oh my lord. Living in Oamaru is really nice. It's got a really good sort of community here.
Top of the morning to you. Beautiful day.
I think we've had a couple of arrests where members of the public have been like, hey, do you guys want a hand? And I don't think that kind of thing would really happen in a big city.
Yeah, just a caring community really. We all look after one another. Quite often we're on penguin rescue, where you pick them up on the main street of town and take them back down to the harbour. Right, little Philip. No more trouble with you tonight. They are quite feisty little characters. All good. And obviously quite smelly little characters.
A bit like Ross. Yeah, so we have lots of outdoor walking tracks, mountain biking tracks. There's good surfing down in Kakanui. We also have the Alps to Ocean cycle track. What haven't I covered off?
We have our indoor velodrome. Here we are in Oamaru, out on duty on our Penny Farthing bikes.
Hard day at work. It's like a merry-go-round. Isn't it funny?
Oh, really?
I'm not laughing.
It's on a fair way, it's just not the right one.
Jason's obsessed with golf. Seriously, he is obsessed with golf.
Right, I might hit one properly, that'll be exciting.
He's still in the rough, boss.
Oh, thank you, Sue.
Yeah, we're pretty even. We play a pretty similar game. Pressure's on.
What do you mean? She's a burglar. She's a burglar. So obviously she's got her name on the trophy at the moment, and it's really upsetting. Well, I just hope it doesn't go in. Oh no! If you talk to anyone, it's about making a difference. I think in a smaller community you get to make that difference because they know who you are. Our PST officers get opportunity to do investigation of volume crime, burglaries, serious assaults, a lot of search warrants, production orders and so forth, so very well rounded in regard to what they're doing.
So I've been there for 25 years, so it's a great job, great boss, have to say that. No, it's a good station and I enjoy working with the variety of people, seeing people come through, develop. It's a great job, a great place to live, yeah.
Oh.
The key, I believe, to policing community is to work together. It's a bit like the kaupapa for a marae. The thing is, you get all sorts of people that come to the marae to work, but the kaupapa is what is good for the marae. So I think if that kaupapa can go out to the community, then Mataura will thrive.
100%, I 100% agree with that. I think the most important thing is just wanting to be that role model, or well, one of many for the small community. I think that's one of my important missions as a police officer for New Zealand. And wanting to give back to the tamariki around the area. I'm not saying to, grow up to be a police officer. What I want you to do is just grow up, stick to your dream and follow it through.
Take her away. Police in Mataura, it's a crucial part of the community. Just the day-to-day running for our store and everybody else's store. There's a lot of action on the road, people coming into town with theft and things like that. But also just having that presence and making the police seen as part of a community. So look past the uniform and just treat them as a person, and that's the way we feel. It's more like a person or a member of your family, really.
Without the community, we can't really do our job. Like, there's only 2 of us here. The locals are in the pubs, they're in the schools, in the houses, in the community. That's where all they get all the information, and so it's with them that we can effectively do our job as a partnership and a team. Within a small community, that's what we need.
Eat your heart out, Ponsonby Road. So good, thank you. See ya. Right, so you definitely don't need to be worried about getting good kai and good coffee in Alexandra. We're here at Industry Lane. Got my cheese roll. The key is to not just use one type of cheese. You've got to be committed and go for 2 or 3 different varieties, and you can't skimp on the butter. Probably not good for you, but we have to do our PCT every now and then, so make up for it later. Yum. All the food groups, perfect.
Where do you start? You've got lakes over there for your boating, fishing, and you've got mountain bike tracks all over there, all over around the back of us here. Got all the sports fields down there. There's hunting, fishing, gathering, all the stuff right on our doorstep. We're really, really privileged.
And in amongst it, it's a really great place to work where you are part of the community and everybody just knows you as a person, and that's kind of just what you do for your job, as opposed to you just being an empty, you know, blue face that they don't really know anything about. So it's quite good to feel like you can be a person and a police officer in the town.
Yeah, well, the policing here is very diverse. You are the inquiry cop, you are the prosecuting officer.
You take the fingerprints.
You take the fingerprints, you put them through.
You use the custody suit.
So you're a jack of all trades, which really gives you pretty much a well-rounded officer. Is that what we're supposed to do?
I think so. You just have to smile and,
Oh, that.
you know.
We do hear every excuse under the sun. Hello, how are you today? The worst I ever had was a guy that asked to go to the toilet prior to going into the breath testing, and he was taken well, and when we went in to check on him, he was eating the crystals out of the urinal. Unfortunately, it didn't work for him because he still blew about 1,300. The feedback I've had from public is they can't believe that we're so patient with putting up with difficult people. But I think the big thing is actually for the average motorist to be thinking about the flow-on of when bad decisions are made. Working in smaller communities, that's a real reality for us. We've been called out to serious injury, fatal crashes, where quite often we actually know the people involved. We then get the unpleasant job where we're then going on to deal with the next of kin, give them all that bad news. So it is about being more part of the community, working in small areas, stations like this, and every now and again you do get asked to step up and above what you normally be doing in a larger centre.
Do you feel as awkward as I do?
Yeah, definitely. If not more. In David Attenborough style. That's been good actually. But here we are at the beautiful Nugget Point Lighthouse, watching two specimens flail around as they try to communicate to the media crew. We hope this wraps up shortly and head back home.
I hope we get to look at it before they edit it.
Yeah. Yeah, do we get to do the editing or? You know, I just love the day-to-day interaction with my staff, the banter that we have and the bonds that we form. As simple as that.
Can you feel cameras still on you?
Yeah, I feel like it.
Making a difference. I know that sounds cheesy, but helping people. We've got a good culture at the station, so that's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's just a real good spot, good place to work.
You should find yourself just favouring on, eh?
And it's like, and you're worried about saying the wrong thing, you know, like.
Right, big boy? Where'd you get that from? Stole it. It's a small community, but an amazing community to be part of. See you guys later. Garrett. My entire career, I've laid out to be on the street if that's working towards dog handling and working towards AOS, which we can do from Balclutha. Fair enough. Yeah, you too, I love working in this community. It's giving me, as a young cop, a higher sense of working and dealing with more situations that I don't have supervisors immediately helping me with, which has given me a lot more understanding of how to be a cop and how to be a good cop. Yeah, it's awesome. You need to tie your shoe, man. You're gonna fall over.
If you're keen and enthusiastic and want to get out and make a difference, this is one of the places to come to. You have so many opportunities, whether it be sport, hunting, fishing, you know, soul team, whatever you want to do.
You know, you're as busy as you want to be, so if you want to be real passionate about what you're doing, you can create a real difference in a place like this.
We've got the most amazing organisation and we work about our welfare and do cool jobs, and yeah, I wouldn't change anything for the world. Yeah, it's awesome.
Straight through. Oh, if only you listen.
No, I'm not listening.